Hello and welcome to Jamo Games channel. Today we present to you best upcoming FPS games 2022 and beyond. Please click like button and subscribe for more videos. So let's begin. Warstride Challenges. Due out this April, Warstride Challenges is an upcoming FPS structured around score attacks and blazingly fast combat. In it, players speed their way through bloody gunfights across a series of increasingly intense trials to rank on the global leaderboards. To aid you, the game introduces fun mechanics like time slowdown, bunny hop speed boosts, corner slides, and destructive shockwaves. Warstride Challenges will give you the ability to challenge anyone online and race them async in the game's nemesis mode. Turbo Overkill. Turbo Overkill is an upcoming shooter that draws influence from retro FPS games like Doom, Duke Nukem, and Quake. Complete with neon-soaked cyberpunk visuals, it sees you playing as a half-metal, half-human bounty hunter named Johnny Turbo. Johnny is equipped with augmented body parts including hidden arm rockets and a chainsaw in his lower leg that come in hand during combat. The game is set to include 24 levels packed with secrets, bonus areas, and combat puzzles with additional content planned for post-launch. Redfall. It's been exciting to see developer Arcane branch out from the Dishonored series and explore new ideas and themes with FPS games like Prey, Deathloop, and now Redfall. The company's Austin-based studio is currently working on an open-world co-op shooter centered on a team of survivors battling supernatural forces. Players will be able to choose their character from a diverse cast with unique abilities before setting off to liberate the small town of Redfall, Massachusetts from vampires. Considering Arcane Austin has primarily focused on single-player affairs, it'll be interesting to see how the team approaches a co-op shooter in a post-Left 4 Dead world. Scorn. If someone were to invent an HR Geiger video game making machine and crank it to its maximum settings, Scorn is the game that would come out the other end. The horror FPS sees you exploring a nightmarish world whose architecture and inhabitants are all constructed entirely of flesh. You're tossed into the game's maze-like open world and must progress through each of its regions by solving puzzles, connecting doorways, and battling enemies. It has a strong sense of atmosphere going for it, which is good since it's being touted as an immersive experience with full character movement, limited inventory, and ammo scarcity. S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2. The S.T.A.L.K.E.R series of FPS games are known for getting nitty-gritty with their approach to post-apocalyptic open worlds. While they've always been reminiscent of games like Metro and even Fallout RPGs to some extent, the series suddenly disappeared after just 3 releases. S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 will see players venturing into the zone in irradiated wasteland surrounding the Chernobyl nuclear disaster site. The area stands out for its high radiation levels, which causes scavengers to develop supernatural abilities that affect traversal and combat. Choo-Choo Charles. If you've ever wondered what a horror adaptation of Thomas the Train would be like, look no further than Choo-Choo Charles. In this open-world FPS game, you must navigate a fog-shrouded island by train while gathering materials to upgrade its speed, armor, and machine gun damage. Why, you may ask? Well, there's an arachnid-like train monster that's constantly chasing you around the island and won't go down without a fight. To survive, you'll have to be quick and gather as much scarp as you can, while making sure to avoid getting killed by the mechanical nightmare known as Choo-Choo Charles. Quantum Error. Cosmic horror fans will have their hands full next year when Quantum Error releases for both PlayStation and Xbox consoles. Developed by Team Kill Media, the first-person shooter sees you playing as Captain Jacob Thomas, a fireman tasked with entering a research facility that's been set ablaze. You and your crew must try to save as many lives as possible while investigating the mysterious cause of the fire. We're willing to take a shot in the dark and suggest things may not be as black and white as they seem, and there's probably something more sinister at play. Gundam Evolution. Gundam Evolution is an upcoming free-to-play FPS game in which players enter into battle using mobile suits from the Hidden 9. Matches are structured as 6v6 teams with objective-based challenges that rely on teamwork, accuracy, and mastery of your suit's abilities. Each mobile suit unit is embedded with unique characteristics such as weapons, movement techniques, and strategies for surviving and supporting your team. The game will implement a battle pass and cosmetic rewards that allow you to customize your pilot and suit. Slime Rancher 2. Indie game studio Monami Park is currently working on a sequel to the bright and bubbly FPS farming sim Slime Rancher. Continuing with the adventures of Beatrix LeBeau, Slime Rancher 2 sees you venturing to Rainbow Island, a new world brimming with ancient mysteries and exotic wildlife. Armed with an arsenal of slime wrangling tools, you'll collect and breed an assortment of unique slime creatures with distinct traits and personalities. Once you get a hang of the game's plort-based economy, you'll be able to flip resources for Nubix and spend them on ranch upgrades and new gadgets. Atomic Heart. Originally planned to release in 2018 and then later 2019, Atomic Heart has had one of the more interesting development stories, with rumors suggesting it may not even be the same game anymore. Categorized as a first-person shooter with RPG elements, the game is well into the process of development at Studio Mundfish, a Russian-based indie game studio. Evoking memories of sci-fi staples like BioShock and Fallout, Atomic Heart takes place in an alternate reality where the Soviet Union's research has led to a technical revolution. Players assume control of a Soviet KGB officer tasked with infiltrating a secret facility that's gone radio silent. Warhammer 40,000 Darktide. The Warhammer franchise is no stranger to co-op-centric experiences, with many citing the Vermintide games as worthy alternatives to the Left 4 Dead games. Set in the war-ravaged futuristic city of Tertium, Warhammer 40,000 Darktide has up to 4 players working together to defeat hordes of enemies called Poxwalkers. Much like Verminti, the game presents itself as a first-person action game with visceral combat and unique character classes. A recent gameplay trailer shows off just a few of the weapons we can expect to wield in Darktide, which includes laser-powered rifles and a badass-looking chainsword. ExoMecha. When life gets us down, sometimes the only remedy is to hop inside a giant mech and blow stuff up until we feel better. ExoMecha is sure to fill that void while putting its own free-to-play spin on competitive online FPS multiplayer. The game boasts next-gen graphics, specialized mech classes, and an assortment of game-changing abilities and gadgets to wield in both PvP and AI boss battles. Mechs are afforded both close and long-range weapons to help you tackle any challenge while exploring the planet Mecha. Boundary. Boundary is an upcoming competitive FPS set in outer space, complete with astronaut suits, floating space stations, and zero-G. The best way to describe it is a cross between Call of Duty and the movie Gravity, though we're not expecting oxygen limitations to be a significant factor, if at all. Using outer space as a setting for firefights is guaranteed to make matches feel a lot more intense, since there's no solid ground to cling to in the heat of battle. You will, however, have a grappling hook and a host of special abilities, some of which we assume will affect your character's movement. Thanks guys for watching our video. Clicking a like button is the best way you can help us to show your appreciation. We'd really be grateful for that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos. We'll see you guys next time.